Good morning, PeaceNet family. Wow, we've been working really hard. Yesterday we managed to fill the entire truck. My son and his buddies were helping, and Bob Mansour, who's actually going to be driving the truck. Thank you, Bob. He's going to be driving the truck maybe 5 or 6 days to Las Vegas. We're going to be following behind in our car with the family and a few other things. But anyway, this is interesting. I just wanted to share with you, I think I mentioned before, we're 23 years of marriage. This is our 18th move, the 18th time we have moved our family. But this last stint, this has been the longest time here, 7 years or 8 years here in New Jersey, in this one place. And so in a way, it's the most rooted we've ever been in any one place. And the kids are saying goodbye to their friends. In fact, my daughter just walked down the street. They've all been having their little kind of final farewell parties and meetings. But, I've also been explaining to the neighbors and the person who runs the cafe down the street, all the people, that we know, letting them know that we're moving on again. And there's one lady across the street. Her name is Joanne. And she lived with her parents. Recently her father died, maybe 3 years ago, and I'd spent very little time with them. I met them in their house once. Should have visited more often, but I was very fascinated by this man, her father. His name was Vincenzo, and he fought in World War II in the Air Force. Like my grandfather, also, he was in the Royal Air Force in England. This guy was in the Air Force in the United States. And, these guys have so many stories to share, But I didn't spend enough time with him. And what happened is, Joanne just came across the street and she said, I want to give you something. I want to give you something of my father's, because I feel like you and my father are very similar. So me and her father, so the same age as my grandfather. And so I said, oh really, how are we similar? And she said, well, my father was really an adventurous person. In fact, the last words that he shared with Joanne on his deathbed were, live an adventurous life. And she wanted to give me this. I don't know if you can see it okay. This is a very small pair of wings, and it's worn by the Air Force on their lapel. They have 2 of them. He was given 2 of these, and she just gave me one of them. It's very precious, actually. She gave it to me very tenderly. Thank you, Joanne. She gave it very tenderly, but this is some parting gift she wanted to give to me for our family, and but I feel, and I think she felt, it was really from her father. And in a sense, I really feel connected to my grandfather also. So I just want to share briefly with you this morning, PeaceNet family. The point is this: 2 things that come up for me. Number one, I wish I'd spent more time with him. I wish I had, just across the street. I wish I, coming home. We're all busy, right? It's not just because I'm working for the movement and that's why I'm busy. No. We're all busy doing stuff, chasing things, but actually there is a gold mine of blessing right around where we live, wherever we live, right now, right here, wherever here is for you. And I feel like, wow, if I just spent 1 more evening or 2 more evenings asking Vincenzo stories from his past. It's such a rich life and an adventurous life. And I wish that I'd spent more time present to ask him. So what does that mean? That just means wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, take stock. I know there's always distractions, there's challenges, problems, so many things going on, but within our very midst, I promise you, I know, there are so many blessings to be found in the hearts of the people who we know. Just asking them the question, who are you? Where do you come from? And what stories do you have to share? We all know that we have a lot to share. But oh boy, by golly, everyone around us has a story to share. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm about to leave this place. In just a few hours we will be leaving this place, and it's very unlikely we will come back to this street ever in any time soon. So let us really take stock. Let us really receive the beauty that is around us wherever we are, however many challenges we're surrounded by. Just behind those challenges, there are blessings, and they are right around us right now. So that's the first thing I want to share. I wish I had spent more time with the people around me, asking them questions and loving them. Yeah, we had lots of chats, lots of time to meet, lots of activities we've been doing, but there's always more. So when you leave, you're reminded of that, right? When you leave, you feel, wow, So that's one thing I want to share. The second thing that come up for me is what? Let us fly. Let us live adventurous lives. Let us live adventurous lives. And I share that because how can I not? That was the message that came to me. I almost feel from the spirit world today, from Granddad Vincenzo, and perhaps even from my own grandfather, who was also quite an adventurous man. And I think so am I somehow. Much to the chagrin of my wife, Yumiko, we do live quite an adventurous life. This is the 18th time we've packed up our whole lives. And every time you pack up your house, you throw away a lot of things that you don't need. You give away a lot of things that you don't need to hold on to. And you pack up and get ready to go on to the next adventure. So, brothers and sisters, let us, two things. One, let us recognize the blessings. Let us take care of the blessings that are around us today, right here and now. And as we go forward, let us live adventurous lives. Thank you, Grandfather Vincenzo. Also love to my own grandfather, John Dunkley, and Palmina, my grandmother. God bless you all. And here's another day. Yesterday was a really long, hot, sweaty day, 95 degrees and humid, kind of like preparing us for Thailand. And today, a whole new day. So God bless you. I hope you're enjoying it. In the meantime, I hope this message means something to you. Have a great day, PeaceNet family. In the meantime, back to work.